guys, how's it going? As you can see, my chain is way too loose to what it needs to be, and you can see back here I've extended that as far as I possibly can. So I'm gonna need to figure out how to take some of these out. I'm gonna take some of the links out, maybe just 2 links I think should be enough, and go from there and see how it goes. What you need to do is you have a master link. This master link, you got to make sure that you put it back in. You got to make sure that you put it back in exactly how it is, and with this section facing the direction of where the chain is moving, or else there's chance that you can, if you put that in the wrong way, that can get pushed out as it's running around the sprockets. So I'm going to take this off, and the chain should basically like come apart, as you'll see. Let's go. By the way, these are some of the tools I'm using today, which is just this to help me get the chain off, but some people just use pliers. You're going to need a chain breaking tool as well to take out the internal of the links. Cool, here we go. Pop that off. Make sure you keep that because you don't want to lose this. Let this down safely. And there. Yeah. Take this out. This one out, flop down, sweet, keep this together, very important pieces, master link. Let's go. I'm gonna have to comb in a little bit, so say 1, 2. Yeah, I've only done this a few times before, but every time it's worked well for me, so haven't had any issues. Sometimes it can be a bit of a struggle. You just gotta line this bad boy up. Yeah, line this thing up with the hole, and you're gonna get this in there. Sweet. And once that's lined up, you can basically just start pressing the link out of itself. Now you'll get some resistance. This is the fun part. I can feel it's starting to get looser, so I'm assuming that probably pushed it out. Yep. So, yep. Basically taking out the link now. There she goes. So I've just taken those pieces out. So good. Okie dokie. These can go in the bin. Yeah, get this master link back on. Gonna have to loosen all this up as well. Yeah, you can pick these up from the MX store for somewhere between, you can get really cheap ones, you can get really good ones. It's a really basic press, basically, that's just going to press the link out, so nothing too complicated. But yeah, like 150 bucks would probably buy you the top of the range one. What am I doing? Oh yeah. 227. Which one are you? Well, that's handy. Yeah, a bit of gravity always helps. Just need to loosen her up a bit so I can move all these pieces in. Loosen this off. I'm going to go pretty far in and then just adjust the chain after. Using a 13mm and a 10mm, if you're wondering. Yep, so that's also another reason why I wouldn't listen to me. I've completely accidentally taken too many links out, so now I can't actually put it back together. And I've basically pushed this all the way in, so that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to think of, I'm gonna have to get a new chain. So, fun times. Hey guys, how's it going? So, lucky enough, I did break the chain and I took too many links out. I'm now at the Luke George facility, and lucky enough, good mate Will has helped me out with a fresh chain, and we're going to put a new sprocket on it as well. Yeah, shout out to the Luke George facility for helping me out with this. There's a lot of awesome sand riding you can do here if you haven't checked it out. Highly recommend this place. Awesome bunch of blokes, awesome place to ride, zero complaints. So yeah, here we go, let's get into it.
Pose of the game. If you've got toes right, or arms will. Not absolutely. That lactic acid doesn't exist, and it's been awesome. I'll find it and I'll send it to you, Greg. Bye!
Yeah.
Yeah, he did this. I'm just a girl. I didn't know any better. Oh my god, this really happened.
Oh god.
But then he just fucked up into the cold room and and then he'd yell, fuck! He'd yell, he'd be like, oh, fuck!
Yeah.
It was very funny. You get a bit of memory cloth in there if you want to get it nice and clean. But
yep.
I'll show you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, hey, what's the name of that that scowl? Yeah, what's the name of this? It's just Scotch-Brite.
Yeah, painted Scotch-Brite on the core. So Emery 3000 or 3.
You can probably get it from Bunnings, hey?
No. You can't.
Really? eBay.
I buy it from a paint shop in for $5.
Oh, that's like, oh, you can buy it in $5.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Oh, okay, that's around the corner from me.
Yeah.
That's not even that far.
So that?
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I so badly want to buy some of that shit for home.
Oh, you can take some.
Yeah. Oh, it's cool, man. I'll still buy some anyway.
And that just gives it a nice little perk. That's great all the plastic and stuff.
No, I can't believe how like that shit just works so well on the plastics and everything.
Oh yeah, it'll get it all off. Like that.
Yeah.
That's all cleaned out. What I want you to do is grab a T-bar. That's what Will's gonna grab now. Take that loose.
Oh, okay.
Like this, and then you just get the T-bar. And just wind that like all the way out, and you see how dry it is. So use the T-bar the way it is.
All the way out, yeah?
Yeah, all the way out.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it feels okay. Who put this on?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I got it loud for you.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, man. What? Bitch pants?
Bitch hands.
Bitch hands. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
This here is anti-seize. So you're going to put this on the threads. No, don't worry about it. Leave that nut there.
Okay, so.
Because that's fine there. And all you're going to do is just put a
Ooh, it's gold.
little bit on there.
Yeah.
And what that's going to do is prevent any rust or oxidization. It's going to keep it lubed up. And also what happens is, common mistake, like I've got with the client's bike over here, he's never done it.
Yeah.
And this bolt, because it's so tight here, the alloy is galled and created like a stop, and the bolts just snap. And they snap in there.
That's new swing arm.
Oh, yeah, it's not a new swing arm, but like it's either a costly repair or some people literally just buy a new.
Well, how else are you gonna fucking get it out?
You send it to a machinist. They'll put it in a big
screw it out.
drill, no, they'll cut it out. They can either fill it with alloy again, or they'll put like a nut cert, which is like a big rivet with a thread inside it. With galling, what happens is that it goes from being threaded to solid, and it locks in everything. And that's what happened to this customer swing arm on thase bikes.
Yeah, no chance, eh?
And it's just like
it's basically welded.
It's basically welded, and you ask them, hey, this should be a part of everyone's basic bike maintenance when they first get a bike.
Yeah.
It's not done from factory, purely because it's a time thing for the factory guys. They're trying to get the bike out as quick as they can. This is just something that you can get more in tune with your bike, and then all you got to do now is just thread that back in nicely, and that is done pretty much, funnily enough, for the life of your bike.
Hey, thanks for all these tips, man.
No, I'm here to help you, man. Thank you for the tips.
I haven't given you any tips.
That thing where you get your finger and you dip it in your...
In some gooey shit? Yeah. Hey guys, so I'm back at home now. Unfortunately, my GoPro died when I was out there, so couldn't get the rest of the footage of putting the chain and the sprocket on. But I wanted to bring up some interesting points that I didn't get to bring up before. One, I've gone down to a 51 tooth rear sprocket, and the reason why I had to change the rear sprocket as well as the chain was because the original chain started having a fair bit of slack on it. If I didn't change the sprocket, the wear and tear from the chain compared to the sprocket would create distance, and you could see when I put the old chain on the new sprocket, there was obviously a fair bit of movement from the chain to the sprocket, which basically would just create more wear and tear. So when I changed the chain, I had to change the rear sprocket as well. That's probably something you would want to take into consideration if you're putting a new chain on. There wasn't that much wear and tear. I've only done maybe 6 or 7 rides really, so the front sprocket still was still looking in pretty good condition. But it is a recommendation to change the chain and the sprockets all at the same time. Don't just do the one. Yeah, so some other things I'd like to mention is that turns out I could have kept the original chain and sprocket on there. If you take the rear axle out, I had no idea that you could actually do this, because I've never seen this before. Like the last bike I had was a KTM as well, but I've had Yamahas before, and I didn't know, you obviously couldn't do this on that, but KTM have designed this axle so you can actually take it out and flip it around the other way, allowing for this to be small, to have a smaller distance here. so you can allow this to come in further, which I kept this in its original stock form, which was like this side was pointing around the other way, giving it more distance. So that clearance probably would have been enough for me to actually reconnect that chain, but at the time I just didn't know. So yeah, if you have a KTM 350 2023 model, I'm not sure if it's on the 22 models or the earlier models, or if the axle can be flipped around this way, but that's pretty handy to know if you're breaking links out of your chain and you've accidentally taken too much off like I did. Want to give another big shout out to the Luke George facility for helping me out with this. Will's been awesome. He helps you with like literally every single tiny detail. Keeps the bikes probably as factory as they possibly can for the average rider. Yeah.
Black